Factquake! We're all gonna die!
This is a human baby with its characteristic arms and legs. An unremarkable creature, you may think, but somewhat less so when you consider the fact that it is statistically likely to outlive you and me. And not just this baby, purloined from stock footage where it was being pimped by unscrupulous parents to filmmakers too lazy to shoot their own babies. On average, most infants will outlive their adult counterparts, suggesting that we, as a species, are in unprecedented mortal danger. Since the dawn of time, man has been trying to get an appointment with a specialist about his back problems. Despite great leaps in medicine, we are living longer, and consequently, hospital waiting lists are growing. We have extraordinary new machines, but by the time you get to the front of the queue, you're seen by a man with a plate of leeches.
Tonight, on Factquake, we go eye to face with this stark fact. We're all going to die! We're all going to die! Ah!
Or are we? This wouldn't be Factquake if we didn't scrutinise the counter-arguments. Consider for a moment the possibility that you simply won't die. After all, on what grounds do you base the assumption? Is it because everyone who's gone before you has died? The proposition could not be more unscientific. As the remarkable Dr. Pockles put it, each man must prove to himself his own mortality, and then he leapt to his death from this stupid building.
Death is not an incontrovertible fact. The living now outnumber the dead, so it's no longer a matter of certainty that you or I will die. You're not going to die.
We put this theory to the test by taking an average man to the doctor to see how freely a medical professional would diagnose mortality. Paul Lithium is an ordinary man, so ordinary in fact that he's probably praying for a swift exit. He follows Chelsea in a non-committal way, knowing just enough to pass comment on upcoming games. He watches Top Gear with a repellent, glassy-eyed stare that frightens his wife. And his children have only the vaguest understanding of his employment. Ordinary, dull, horrible.
Dr. Milk, is Paul going to die?
Obviously, without a particularly thorough examination, I couldn't possibly ascertain with any certainty as to whether or not Paul is going to
Is Paul
die.
going to die?
In my professional opinion, I don't think
It's not a difficult question.
Right.
Is Paul going to die?
Not at the moment, no. He's quite healthy. He doesn't seem to be in any real...
So he's never going to die?
Probably not for a long time, no.
Probably not for a long time. These are the words of Dr. Milk, a professional from Medicine Land. But here at Factquake, we know all about long times. Take, for example, space, an uncompressed ray of time plummeting into a well of stars. Or take, for example, this tree, this dead tree. If this tree had leaves, Paul Lithium's life would be smaller than the leaf, smaller than a raindrop on the leaf, smaller even than an aphid sigh inside the raindrop on the leaf. Too small to be seen by the eye of a naked man. What then is a long time? Paul Lithium's going to die, Dr. Milk's going to die, my film crew's going to die, I'm going to die, we're all going to die, nobody's doing a thing about it.
When you're lying awake tonight, you can thank Factquake for opening your eyes. Next week on Factquake, we speak to the string theorist who got his kite stuck in a pylon, and our arts correspondent Barry Rudd visits the laboratory where E. coli has written an opera in a petri dish.
Factquake!